Hey, what's going on? Tripp Kramer here from TrippAdvice.com. Next to me, my new friend Adam Lyons. Adam has been voted the #1 dating coach in the world. And he came to Chicago and I was like, dude, we got to make some videos together. So I'm glad you're here, bro.
Thanks, man. I'm glad I'm here. I'm excited to do this. This is going to be great. This is Tripp Advice, and here I am. So,
Yes.
I'm excited for it.
What I love about you so much is you give really good practical tips. You're going to see in just a second.
Thanks,
and he
man.
gives really good advice, stuff that you can actually take away and use right now. Not just a bunch of theory, but good stuff. So today, we're talking about the 3 ways to be unforgettable to the girl that you like. And we were talking about this before, and we realized there's about 3 different situations, the most popular situations in which you are with a girl, right? So first you have the cold approach, right? When you meet a girl just at a bar, on the street somewhere, you have no idea who she is, and you just go up and talk to her. Then you have the situation where you already know the girl, but you're in the friend zone, right? You're in the friend zone with her, so it's kind of this vague, like, what's happening with us? And then there is, you're in a relationship. So we're gonna go over how to be unforgettable in all these 3 popular situations. All right, so let's talk about one of the most popular situations, doing a cold approach where you've never met the girl in your life. And you go coaching and you teach guys and you help them approach girls. How do you be unforgettable in this moment where you've never met her before?
Yeah, I've spent a lot of time in the field. I mean, I've been doing this since 2006, out, almost every weekend, helping guys actually go out there and do this. And for us, you have to have practical advice. And it's a real easy concept, like, stand out from everybody else, but how do you do it? So I always give people the theory of, you want to start the conversation about half an hour after when you first meet her and just throw away the first half an hour. So the whole, hi, who are you? What do you do for a living? Where are you from? Get rid of all that. Don't worry about it. Just start the conversation as if you've already been talking for half an hour. So it's all about where you are. If I was at a train station with somebody that I've been talking to for an hour, I would start a conversation something like, you know what really bugs me about trains? It's just how, like, they say that they're going to be here at a certain time and they're always delayed. Why do they do that? Why don't we just have approximations of when the train's going to arrive? And what happens is you're dragging her into this conversation at this midway point, and so she doesn't feel like she can reject you because, well, you're acting as if you've already been talking to her. It's a normal conversation, the kind of conversation she would typically have, and before she knows it, she just eases into communicating with you, and then in the future, she looks back at this point, can't remember how you started talking because she's never going to remember about some conversation about a train, and she just feels like she's known you forever. And that's the kind of girl that's never going to forget you.
What I like about that is every other guy who is forgettable is having the same conversations over and over. What do you do for a living? And where do you live? And oh, have you been here before? Oh, what kind of drink is that, right? So let's get past all that boring stuff and right into just fun, random, weird conversation. That's cool.
Actually, I know lots of women who, when guys approach them, if they ask a question that the girl has had to answer to another guy within the last couple of weeks, it ends the interaction instantly.
Ooh.
Yeah, in fact,
So
Eve.
you're dead in the water.
Yeah, Eve, literally, if you say to her, what country are you from? It ends the conversation. She's like, we're done here. And she'll walk away, and that's it. It's done. Because she's like, you're not original. You're giving me the same conversation I've had before, and I'm over it.
This is the same thing if you see a girl who's got maybe a funky haircut or a tattoo. You know already, or if you don't know, now you know. A lot of guys have already commented on this, right? So she has to tell the story over and over and over again. And of course, that's boring. Boring equals forgettable. Now, one situation that you might be in is the friend zone, right? Very common. So how to be unforgettable to a girl who, it's vague, maybe she likes you, maybe she doesn't, you guys have not hooked up at all, haven't even kissed, or maybe you're just, boom, slammed in the friend zone.
Yeah, I think this is the common situation, right? This is the one that so many people deal with. And the key is to be unforgettable, you actually kind of need her to forget about you. You need to get out of the friend zone. And one of the fastest ways out of the friend zone is disappear for a while. I tell a lot of people that are in this situation is, how long can you go on vacation for? Can you get away for 6 weeks, 8 weeks? Can you go on a 3-month sabbatical from work? Or maybe even take your work with you for a while? What happens here is she loses contact with you as a friend. But thanks to the wonder of social media, she gets to see all the amazing adventures you go on. And please, go on lots of adventures. Re-find yourself, go away and like evolve as a person. What this does is it lets her see a new side of you. And now when you come back, you get to re-meet her and start the entire process as if you didn't know her, or more importantly, she doesn't know you, but she actually does. So you've got all the familiarity out of the way, you already know each other, you have a history, and now you're this cool guy who's had these great experiences, been with other women, you've come back, and she'll say, you'll know you've done it right because she's like, wow, you're really different. And the minute you get that, you know that this girl is going to be very open to dating you.
I like that. It's like you got to basically present yourself in a whole new light, because just you being there, sticking around for so long, you're still that same person. So it's got to be kind of like, it's got to be harsh.
Yeah.
Like you got to just go away so she can, at this point, kind of forget about you, but forget about the old you. Correct. And bring in this new person.
And this is what makes you unforgettable, because no one else would have done that. No other guy in her life would have transformed in this way. And that's what they want. They're like, if you're in the friend zone with somebody, they were attracted to you at some point. Because girls don't really want to be friends with people they're not attracted to on some level, but you missed your window. There was like a window at some point where she may have dated you, and for whatever reason, you missed that opportunity. By going away, you get a chance to get that opportunity back. And if she takes you after that, if you do everything correctly, follow all Tripp's amazing advice and make it work, you'll not only get her, but you'll get her in a way that no other guy ever has. You are the only one that's had that transformation, and that will mean something to her for decades. I mean, that's how you get really deep, long relationships.
Now, what if you're in the relationship, right? So you've been dating a girl for a while, maybe you guys are exclusive, she is your girlfriend, and you want to keep it going, right? You want to keep this relationship going because you really like her. Maybe you're in love with her. How do you be unforgettable when you're already in?
This is my absolute favorite one. I love relationships. Relationships are my favorite. And this is all about understanding the Disney promise. Women grew up with the Disney promise, the idea that one day this shining knight would come along and transform their life. And the problem is guys use this to try and get girls. And because of that, guys, you've ruined the Disney promise. Because when they were single, they don't want that from someone they don't really know. And they would have accepted it from just one person who cheated on them or lied to them or broke it. And now they don't believe the promise anymore. But if you're in a relationship, she holds on to that dream somewhere deep inside. And she wants it from the person she's dating. So what you do is you take her on a Disney date. And the good news is every Disney movie has already outlined this. You're going to be making out on a bridge under the moonlight. You're going to go to this fancy dinner and you're going to turn up in a horse-drawn carriage. Trust me, those services exist. You can hire it. And you give her the full Disney wonderful moment. Buy her some jewelry, but like a necklace with like a big love heart like you'd get from Disney. And tell her when you give it to her, you'll be like, I'm not expecting you to wear this, but this is a memento of this wonderful evening. And by giving her that big cheesy Disney date, she will melt. No other guy's done it before. No other guy will do it again. And in fact, actually, it's what everyone gets wrong. They put the effort in before they start dating or when they're trying to date them. And then as the relationship goes on, they get lazier and lazier. You want to do the reverse, where you're kind of being cool guy on the in, but now you're dating, you blow her away with this Disney moment, and she's yours forever.
And also, when you're putting in this kind of work, right, when you're doing something very romantic, this is very over-sensationalized. Like Adam's saying, works very well when you're in the relationship, but don't get confused, because this is stuff that doesn't work as well before you guys have either had sex or you're exclusive, meaning, she is your girlfriend. Because if you do it too soon, if you're doing this on a first date, second date, it's too cheesy, it's too needy, you're going over the top. And the reason why it's weird is because the girl's thinking, why is this guy going so over the top? He doesn't even really know me. It's like, what is it? It's almost like kind of desperate, like you're putting so much effort into something when you guys don't even know each other yet. But when you do it after you guys have been more connected or in a relationship, it works like a charm. All right, now that you already know this, we have a little gift for you. We co-created a blueprint for you so you can be the guy who gets women to chase you instead of being the guy that's going off and chasing women. Some really good advice, good practical stuff in there. So go check that out. It's a free download. I'm going to put that in the description below. Just click that. And I want you to check it out. Let us know what you think. Write a comment down below, and we'll be sure to respond to you there. Adam, thanks for joining me.
Thanks for having me, man.
We'll see you in the next video.